Hello, everybody. I am Sir Potato the 12th, joined by my lovely co-caster, the one, the only Penguin God, and we are jumping into the first game of the EU show match. And right now we are actually still loading up, but I think this gives
I've
us a
been
little bit of
debated.
time. Yeah, this gives us a little bit of time just to go over some things to look out for. So
You guys are
right
gonna get
now.
an awkward overlay, but that's fine. You guys can handle it. Alright, Joe Blade getting in. These comps are actually fairly interesting. Blue side has a really good pick comp. They have a lot of good CC on their side. Between the Camille ult, the Elise Cocoon, the Caitlyn Traps, and the Nami Bubbles, and the Tidal Wave. But the red side has a lot of their own CC. The Gragas, just everything that he has is CC. The Warwick has all that Fear, Orianna Shockwave, Tristana Buster Shot, and Thresh is entire goddamn kit. And it seems like all of these people are familiar enough on their champions, so hopefully we get a good game one in after a 45-minute wait.
Wait. Oh, it's the arcade music. I was wondering what that was.
Yes,
Oh,
and
that's tight.
for anyone who's curious, there is an arcade event going on right now if you haven't been on the last couple days, and the map is arcadified. It's actually kind of cool. You can see that I'm actually going to take control of the camera for a second here while we're not doing anything. The spawn platforms are like controllers.
Yeah.
The turrets and stuff are arcadified. The inhibitors are arcadified, and even down mid lane, you see that there's a little D-pad there.
Yep.
And I think they have it in the top lane and the bot lane as well.
Welcome to
Yep.
Summoner's Rift.
And I should probably turn
Yeah.
off chat.
Yeah, I think
There we
so.
But yeah, you see that it looks really cool. So we'll be getting more of that as time goes on, and they're going to spam the hell out of their pings. I'm actually going to turn my sound down.
Yeah, it is pretty loud, not gonna lie.
I forgot that I'm on EU West, so all my settings have been changed.
Yeah.
Maybe not
You messing
30%.
everything up.
Sorry that you guys get to see this. I should probably have adjusted this beforehand, but I didn't know I was streaming until like 10 minutes before I was supposed to start, so... XD. Alright,
NA
so...
production. Woohoo!
NA
Alright.
production, EU drafting, feels good.
Man, I really don't enjoy these new the new sound for that new ping is actually so annoying.
It's kind of tilting, but like I understand the need for it.
Yeah, it's a really good idea for a ping, but that sound just gets me every time.
It's gonna make sense in the long run, but and it's gonna just fall in line with everything else. But
Yep.
we'll have to see. The bot lane helping out Elise with this red buff here, and
Yep.
pretty simple. Elise just gonna be able to take that really easy. That was a nice strong leash, and
That was
getting
a
that
pretty
down.
long time for a leash. Wait.
Gragas
Did
AFK question mark?
Karukos didn't get a leash for that. Is Gragas okay?
It's possible. But
Well,
there is not a
wouldn't
pause
be,
coming through, so we have no control over this.
It wouldn't be the most European thing that's happened today.
EU strats.
He stress AFK for the first 2.5 minutes.
XD.
What? Oh my god. Alright. Yeah. Already in the mid lane, there's a bit of a CS discrepancy. 10 CS on the Corki to 7 CS. I think it's going to balance out though, as there is a minion wave crashing now.
In the first 3 minutes of the game, small CS leads aren't going to matter, and there's the pause. The
Yeah.
typical learning 5's pause. Hey yo.
Top laner is having issues apparently.
Honestly,
So...
they should have paused like 2 minutes ago.
A summoner has disconnected.
XD,
Yeah.
this wouldn't be
'Cause
learning
right now
5,
he's
so
8
with
CS down.
learning...
Wouldn't be learning 5s without the pauses, everybody.
and without 3 different champion selects, and without me almost forgetting to change the instead of it being on the overlay right now. It's the US show match week 2. It used to be the staff show match, and I don't think this is a staff show match. So
No,
I
not
was
a step.
about 3 seconds away from forgetting about that. That was the last thing that I remembered, but that's okay.
Yeah, it did get remembered. Don't worry, guys.
Yes,
So,
it did get
all right.
remembered.
So,
I'm getting better at this whole streaming thing. We're figuring it out.
here since Alpha has reconnected, and we will reconnect shortly.
Just waiting
From,
on the ready from both teams,
Mhm.
and waiting on me to get my lobotomy after this.
All right. Hopefully, that won't be necessary, and we should have smooth sailing from here. But you never know. This is EU. Never think anything until it happens. Something like
Exactly.
that.
You never know. Game is resuming, but thinking about this bottom lane, the Caitlyn and Nami combo is actually very potent because Nami can give Caitlyn the buff, but the pull in there onto the Nami helps a lot.
Right, Games.
Fix your
Okay.
spectator.
All right. Man, this is really unfortunate for here since Alpha. He's 8 CS down right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Against-
tough for him.
Gerhard Quay. Alright, now it's Europeans, man, with these difficult to pronounce names. They're trying to make my... Oh, man. Alright, CW in the mid lane is actually getting ganked by Karukos, but now Darth Jeebus is coming in for the counter gank. The Cocoon coming out, Flash going in onto Karukos. Karukos getting shielded up by Orianna, not actually going to fall. Very good shield. And well
Potato,
played.
you are a
Going
solid,
in
like,
hard.
15-20 seconds behind.
Wowie.
'Cause
Okay.
I just saw First Blood go down.
Wow, yeah, Joe Blade did indeed get taken out by Epmeta and
Speed up that climb of yours, man.
Okay, I think I should be as far. Yeah, well, that's pretty unfortunate. Here's his Alpha actually missing a body slam, and Gerhard
Okay,
gives
yes,
it away.
we're synced up now. We're good. Perfect. Alright.
Wow.
NA production, EU champ select. Everything is as it should be in Learning 5s.
Alright, now here since Alpha is actually getting ganked by Karukos. Karukos speeding up. There's an exploding cask there, not really doing much. Karukos taking a lot of damage from the minions. Now here, Hardquay is looking to kill him. Karukos actually getting taken out. That was...
Lag? Question mark?
That seemed to have been lag. I can't imagine that have been Karukos just not respecting the damage from the minions. I mean, he just got super jumped out, and Gerhard Kui? I'm just gonna go with Gerhard.
Yeah.
Just ended up taking him out for free.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It seemed like a little bit of lag there, and considering he's still sitting in base, I'm pretty sure he's lagged out. I am 80% sure that we're about to get another pause to try and get him back in the game as normal. Hopefully we can get that going soon.
Karukos
And
has
disconnected.
and reconnected.
45 minutes late, 2 minutes worth of pauses already. Feels good, man.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that late commentary from a second ago. That was just the latency that comes through just from being a spectator.
Just for being spectators sometimes, and after pauses, it also sometimes freezes for a minute, and it doesn't jump you to the most recent actions. It actually keeps it where you were, but it isn't the same for each person, each person's client and computer, so you never know where it's actually going to fall. So the best thing that Potato can do is just try and fast forward every single time he thinks that it might be delayed a little bit, and I usually do the same.
I've gotten news. We're just gonna go with the top laner's name is Gerard, which actually makes my job and Penguin's job a whole lot easier.
Sure does. Everyone else's name is super easy except for his, and there goes my thing.
Epmeta, I think? I don't know. Alright, now Gerard is actually engaging onto Here's Alpha. Darth Jeebus coming in, getting a cocoon. Now Here's Alpha running out of health. Gerard getting his second kill in the top lane. Now, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Joe Blade is actually running pretty low on health, and in the mid lane, CWL is engaging onto Nobot. Nobot getting some return damage in. Both of them are very low in mana and around 50 or 60% health, so I don't think really any kills are going to come through soon.
One thing people underestimate about Orianna is that Clockwork Wind-Up passive. She gets a lot of damage from her auto attacks that way, and she can trade very effectively without even having mana, but it looks like she's getting ganked by Elise here.
Darjeevis is engaging in the middle lane. Now Darjeevis gets a cocoon barrier forced out from Nobot. Oh man, that's a little bit of a tilt for CWL. Couldn't actually pick up the kill onto Nobot.
Yeah, but they burned the barrier, which is pretty worth it because it didn't burn anything on their own, so.
Clockwork Wind-Up, for those of you who don't know Orianna's kit perfectly. Clockwork Wind-Up pretty much is Orianna's auto attacks deal bonus magic damage, and they deal more magic damage depending on how much you've autoed the enemy champion or whatever you're
Each
autoing.
consecutive hit does more magic damage.
Yeah.
On
So
the
you
same
auto
card.
something a bunch, and you end up doing more damage to it.
Which is why you often see Orianna players auto-attacking minions before they actually try and get the last hit. Because she can just get a lot of extra damage from the Clockwork Wind-Up. It actually ends up being a sizable amount. It ends up, I think, being as much as 2 long swords, but obviously in magic damage. But
Which is not bad. I mean, that's really good damage.
considering it's just a passive
from auto
ability,
attacks.
yeah.
Yeah. Right now, this game is seeming in favor of Death to Weebs with a near 2,500 gold lead in their favor.
Yep. At 8 minutes, that's a pretty substantial gold lead, but the kills are, 2 of them aren't in the top lane. It's kind of hard to shut down a Camille when she gets super far ahead, but it is possible. Hopefully we'll see it happen. Intarn looking for a hook onto Maida here, but the vision control going over towards blue side with that pink ward going down. CWL trying to avoid the ball and gets a little bit of damage onto Nobot here, and Nobot getting a little bit of return damage. Nothing too exciting going on right now, but the hook misses. Hook going wide.
Yeah.
Whoa. Someone actually using the vision ping effectively. Holy moly. I'm mostly spamming an Earth because why wouldn't you?
You know, I kind of want that to become the new Mia ping. Just like, I saw what you did there.
Or like when someone does something really stupid, you just do that because there's a little eye.
Yeah. It makes a lot more sense to me than a question mark. Although the question mark does make sense.
Well, the question mark was originally, it wasn't meant to be like question mark like what the hell's going on, more like I don't know where this person is.
Yeah.
But people started using
top
it.
lane stuns. No, I understand that,
It's
but
just funny.
if any of the pings do get misused, I would love for it to be the new ping, the enemy vision here ping.
Yeah.
Just because of the eye and the sound that it makes is so tilting. Oh, in the top lane, looking for a dive on Decreases Alpha. Cocoon going on, stun coming out, Hextech ultimatum coming in. Oh, here's since Alpha actually using his ultimate to get Gerard out of his thing. Ulti coming out from Karukos, slash coming out from Darjeevis. Now Karukos looking to engage. Karukos using his Q gets cocooned up, and now Nobot is coming in to join on the fight. Has ulti available. Oh, flash ulti coming out from Nobot, but it doesn't connect with anything. Now Gerard is looking to turn the fight, running low. Karukos coming in. Now Valkyrie coming in from CWL. CWL taking out here since Alpha, and also, wow, everybody's falling down on Team Goku Rose. And Nobot, Karukos, and Pearson's Alpha all died to everybody on Team Death to Weebs. And wow, that's really unfortunate. It looks like they're going to be going for this first tower. Oh my god, Gerard almost gets taken out by the tower.
Yeah, that was
Pearson's Alpha.
super unfortunate. Pearson's Alpha almost played that perfectly. They just went a little bit too handicap. Let's clean it kills. Nobot going a little bit too hard for that. They should have honestly just taken the unsuccessful dive for what it was and kept Pearson's Alpha actually in the game. At this point, he's not going to be able to match up against Camille because he doesn't have a tower there. Camille's just going to be able to run him down without him being able to do anything. Chibiel finding Rufus here,
Oh,
though.
looking for Karukos. Karukos actually using his life steal. Now CWL having to flash out. Teleport coming in from Gerard. Gerard canceling the teleport, deciding not to go in. And that's the end of that engage. No bot placing down a control ward, clearing some vision in his own jungle. Yeah.
CWL getting a little bit too antsy there, thinking he'd take on the Warwick, and people underestimate the raw potential that Warwick has. He's got a lot of lifesteal and a lot of CC, and he's beefy, so it's hard to take him down without some assistance, especially early on. He gets a lot of power from the base stats, and then he just builds tank from there. So it's hard for people to deal with him. But CWL having to burn his flash, won't have that for later, but he also won't have his package for later. Elise walking over a ward, gonna see it with that ping ward. Good job. Now you see the vision control for Team Death to Weebs is pretty defensive right now, and because they got that turret in the top side, they need to start getting offensive.
Well, that Hyper Unjin Bob actually getting engaged on by both Yentarin and Harukos ends up getting taken out regardless of Hyper Unjin Bob using his exhaust on Karukos. That's pretty unfortunate. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Gerard engaging onto Hearson's Alpha. Gerard getting some nice auto attacks in with the Sheen, doing a ton of damage, but not enough damage to actually make a chunk into Hearson's Alpha's health, and he ends up living. Now Hyper Engine Bob's in a pretty sketchy situation. If he gets hooked by Yantara, he's basically dead. Actually, he's not basically dead. He will be dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, are they looking to dive in top lane? Or is Dark Phoenix just running around? Karukos is actually in the middle, or in his own jungle, gets caught out. Gets just deleted by Darth Jeeves and Gerard. Now Gerard and Darth Jeeves are looking to extend this kill into Hearson's Alpha's lane. Essentially take his tower. Doesn't look like they're actually going to be going for the dive, though.
It doesn't look like it. I think they learned their lesson from last time. They didn't die to that, but...
Oh, in the bottom lane, Hyper Engine Bob using his ulti in order to engage onto Joe Blade and Yantarin, and I'm getting a lot of spectator lag. And now Yantarin is a target for Meta and Hyper Engine Bob. He's running low on health, but he has so much movement speed, he's going to be able to get away. Now CWL is actually engaged on, and here's his Alpha being engaged on by Gerard. Gerard doing some damage, and no kills are going through for either team. No sums actually either burned by either team anywhere.
Yep, nothing burned, nothing gained, nothing lost. Just a lot of action going on, making Potato talk very fast. And this is what show matches are all about, ladies and gentlemen. Just having fun, showing a little bit about what you've learned. One thing people do is take show matches sometimes way too seriously. They end up getting very frustrated or trying to overperform, where it's mostly about having fun, showing a little bit about what you can and can't do, and basically just enjoying yourself, playing some things that you don't normally play, and just getting some kills. Nice rocket.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the primary objective for the L5's is, of course, going to be learning the game of League of Legends, but
that's why we call it learning vibes, not competing vibes.
Be fun. Yeah. Let's not get tilted vibes. Oh, wow. Ace on the hole coming through from Meta. Trying to get a kill on the Yantarin, but not really going to work. I mean, Yantarin really has a lot of health with Sightstone, and
doesn't get the kill, but it wasn't meant to get the kill. It was meant to get him off of the tower so that they can get more damage on that tower. This spectator lag is killing me. You?
Alright, the mid-tier 1 tower is probably going to fall. Yeah, CWL figuring that out.
And
now, Death to Weave looking for the Ocean Dragon, ends up taking it. Now on the top lane, Hexagon Ultimatum coming out from Hearson's Alpha. Hearson's Alpha actually not being able to use it very well, but now Karukos gets taken out by Dark Phoebus because of Hyper Engine Bob's bubble there. Wow. This Camille is having a hard time with the top lane actually getting a kill out.
She's having a hard time getting a kill,
going in again, not actually succeeding.
She's having a hard time getting a kill, but she's also not in any sort of risk of dying, especially because they just saw the Warwick on the bot side.
The dive and the spectator delay. What are you doing?
Three.
Right.
We need
Okay,
EU casters.
Gerard. Okay.
So, the one advantage that Team Goku Rose has is that Warwick is just going to be pretty big, and he's going to be able to dive onto this Corki and this Caitlyn without any worry about CC, because his ultimate doesn't get stopped by CC.
Hey, speaking of Warwick.
Except, alright, he's reconnected, everything's alright. Now you see here, the issue that we have going on is
Joe Blade
lag.
actually taking a lot of damage. Ooh, teleport coming in for Gerard. Oh, Cocoon landing on Yantarin. Multiple members of Team DTW in the bottom lane, maybe looking to extend their lead by getting another dive, but don't think so. I don't think that would be the best idea.
This is already a 6,000 gold lead at 17 minutes. This is still winnable by Team Goku Rose. It's going to be insanely tough. It's going to be a lot of throws that have to happen by Team Death to Weebs. And the Weebs are going to die this game, it seems, because there doesn't seem to be any way of stopping this team. Even CWL going in.
Engaged on in so many ways. Rugo's using the life steal up, but it's not enough. CWL ends up picking him out.
Corki already on his Trinity Force and a BF sword. That's such a big power spike for him. Second kill
so
for
much
him.
Damage.
That was, a ton of damage from this Corki. People underestimate the damage of Corki, but really it's not about the rockets. It's about those auto attacks after the rockets. He gets those Trinity Force procs really fast. This top lane is just funny because if Gerard goes in, then Hero Sense Alpha just kind of body slams him and walks away.
It's such a wet noodle fight in top lane right now. I mean, this Camille has 4 kills, the completed item of Trinity Force, but he's not able to kill Gragas. Rift Herald is used in the top lane, and now Team TGR is looking to engage. Yantarin gets a hook, and now here's Alpha, looks to be the target. Gets taken out by Gerard, and now Karukos looks to be the next target. Karukos getting exhausted, and ends up getting taken out again by Gerard. Gerard looking for the triple kill, takes out Nobot. Now the tier 3 tower in the top lane is the target of Death and Weaves. It gets taken out as well. Gerard engaging onto Joe Blade, getting the quadra kill, and now looking for 5, and that's... Wait...
It was too much of a delay.
Oh, Gerard didn't get the 5 kills!
No pentakill for
what a
Gerard.
joke there. Gerard, no penta, but that is an ace at 18 minutes. One of the Nexus towers already falling down. It doesn't look like they're going to be going for 2, but they are going to be looking for another inhibitor tower in the middle lane. The tower is going to fall very quickly with the multiple sheens and the amount of DPS from Caitlyn. And now they have 2 inhibitors down in 19 minutes. That's just bad news bears, boys.
Absolutely rough for Team Goku Rose here. This is 14 kills to 1. That is a 13,000 gold lead. For those that are unfamiliar with Riot's policy onto what is winnable and what is not as far as gold lead is concerned, they say if the gold lead is a third or more of your opponent's total gold, then that game is unwinnable. And their policy as far as remakes in the LCS are concerned is they will not remake a game if that has been met, because the game has basically been won at that point. And especially at 20 minutes when a gold lead is 13 freaking thousand gold, that is insane. That is one of the biggest gold leads I have seen in a very long time. Now Team Death to Weebs literally just needs to go bot side and pressure that lane and nothing else, because now they have the 2 super minion waves in the other 2 lanes, and they can just take that other tower for free. They don't need Baron. It literally just spawned. There's no need to get Baron, because they can just push these waves without needing it. But Gerard going in.
Oh my god, Gerard actually taking out Yantarin. Yantarin just
feels bad, man.
Knows that he's dead. Now Gerard looking to engage on Karugos. Karugos gets taken out by Gerard Jeebus. Now Nobot seems to be the next target. Nice little QW combo coming out. Now actually Kirsten's Alpha is a real target of Gerard. Gerard doing a lot of damage.
He wants his kill.
Yeah, that's game over. CWL taking out Nobot. Nobot actually getting 4-man ulti down, but it's not enough. Gerard
it looks so good.
That's the game.
It's okay, guys. Caitlyn's got that inner turret. It's okay, guys.
Jesus. Wow. there's not much to say about
Holy
this
moly.
game. Um,
We had a 21-minute game for a 45-minute wait.
wow.
That was
God.
extremely, extremely one-sided.
Yeah. Jeez, dude. All right. Well, the Camille, honestly, Gerard took over this game. He had gotten 4 kills, or not 4 kills. He had gotten about 3 kills in the top lane, and he was roaming around all the time, getting picked. CWL was roaming to the top side a lot. But honestly, it just seemed like Team Goku Rose, not Goku Rose, Goku Rose, just didn't really have their communications very well. The communications were not that good, and they just weren't able to dive. They weren't able to collapse on people that needed to be collapsed on. This game was really just a game of communication, and Death to Weaves just had better communication this game.
It was tough for them to do anything there. The team comps also made a really big impact, but the DC in the beginning didn't help, and the free kill that the Warwick gave over to Camille early on did not help either. So
Yeah.
hopefully that won't happen in game 2. Hopefully we get an actually fun game to watch, because
Mhm.
watching stomps are not the most entertaining thing to watch.